Thank you for joining us here. Lovely setting at Lords.
Yeah.
There's obviously a big cricket tournament happening our side of the world. I guess it's underway now, but just first of all, how much are you actually looking forward to this World Cup?
Very much so. I think England can win it. On paper, they're a very strong team, arguably the strongest team in the world. But their performances at the 50 over World Cup have made everyone feel a bit down about it. I think they need to forget about that. It's a different format. Go out there and play aggressive, ultra-aggressive cricket.
It all started for England, didn't it, with a bit of a damp squid on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I was looking back, actually, and that's the exact same for you guys, wasn't it, in 2010?
Yeah.
Because of rain effect.
Ireland, yeah. They would have beaten us, I reckon. Thankfully, it rained. But, yeah, I mean, these banana skin games crop up every time. Maybe they're not a banana skin. Maybe they're just, we should treat them as, as if that was playing Australia. The good thing it does do is it's a bit of a wake-up call, because subconsciously you can go into a tournament not quite, G'd up as if you're playing against Australia and you think we should win this game, sort of ease into it. And that's quite dangerous. If you're trying to put a marker down and win the tournament, you want to go hard from game one. So maybe it was a kick up the backside that we needed, that Scotland looked the better team for the first 9 overs. I think it makes this Australia game an absolute massive one. Because realistically, if you don't win this game, then you're relying on other results to go your way. And it's also, because it's Australia, it's a massive game for England. And it's a must-win game. So I think that should inspire the team. And I hope that they do go into it with a very aggressive mindset, not tentative at all. I think we were tentative in the 50 over World Cup, but we never were under Owen Morgan. So I think we need to get a bit of that back. It's the World Cup. And England won it. The team I was in, we won it in 2010. I can tell you that was an amazing tournament. The first ICC white ball tournament that England had ever won. And I'm very proud of that. It was amazing to be a part of. And we can repeat that. This team is arguably better on paper than our team were. I think the mindset we had going in and the players we had, the ultra-aggressive sort of top three of Lum, Keysved and Peterson, I mean, they played out of their skin in that tournament. And with a top three that every side were very worried about bowling at. This England team has easily got players who can do that, and I hope they do. To be honest, to win T20 games, I always think you need 2 good spinners to burgle those overs, the middle 8 overs, pick you up a few wickets, don't go for too many runs. England potentially have 4 spinners, so if the pitch is turning with Jacks, Livingston, Moeen and Adil, they've covered all the bases. I think they're looking very strong in the spin department. Whether the pitches are that slow, I think they will be, and whether it's hard to score. The other thing you have to take into account is the size of the batsmen these days. Not the bats, the actual batsmen. They're proper athletes. Look at the West Indies batting lineup. It's a joke. They could all do MMA if they wanted. I mean, I'm glad I'm not bowling them. Well, we took wickets. That's all the way through. Side, bottom and broad were amazing with the new ball. We did a job, Mickey Hardy did a job as a spinners in the middle, and then our batsmen. I mean, like I said before, Keysved, Peterson and Lum, that aggressive top 3 just put us in the mind space that we were winning every game. As soon as we bowled first, we knew we were chasing anything down. So it was a very strong team. I just remember playing with a massive smile on my face all the way through that tournament. When you're winning, that's what happens, isn't it? So if I could give any advice to this England team, it would just go out there and really enjoy it. Play with a sort of laissez-faire attitude almost and a big smile on your face. And I think that we'll get the best out of them. It's up there. I can't ever put one-day cricket ahead of Test cricket. I'm sorry, I'm an old fart. But I love Test cricket, and I get the most enjoyment when I look back at my Test career rather than the one-days. But that tournament was just amazing. It was the first time we went to a one-day tournament, and I looked at our team before we went and thought, hang on a minute, we can win this. It looked like a genuinely aggressive, typically un-English team. We didn't have like the 3 Test opening batsmen who got a gig in the one-days because they got 100 against Pakistan in a Test match. It was a team picked because they were explosive and played a progressive form of cricket. And well, if I was selling it, I'd say, quite frankly, you're not locked in to a full year. It's 24 hours. You can watch all 12 Sky Sports channels for 24 hours. Why you'd watch anything but the cricket, I don't know. But the flexibility it affords, I think is ideal, and it almost creates that big game atmosphere as well. Like a big fight night. You pay for the fight, pay for the game, get behind the boys. We're going to win this World Cup.